I've waited 7 long years to say this. Manchester United are top of the Premier League table, 3 points clear of Liverpool going into that game on Anfield, and I cannot wait. I'm telling you, I can't wait for that game at Anfield now. Before we get into it, as always, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. United are top of the table, revel in it, relish in it, because we haven't been able to say that in so long. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if I'm getting carried away. We're in a title race right now. We're in a title race. I don't care if you think I'm getting over the top. I don't care at all. We're in a title race. This is it. This is it. We've gone over the cliff. We were going towards it. This is the cliff. We're now over and we're here for the ride. That's it. There's no backing out now. There's no pulling out now. We're in a title race and we've got to enjoy it while we can. Welcome, Adam. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, there were a few spelling errors, to be fair. I had to correct them. But boy, oh boy, do I not care about that right now. All I care about is United back where we belong. I know it's still half a season left to go and it's going to be very, very difficult. But you've got to enjoy it while it lasts. You have to enjoy it while it lasts, especially as I said at the start. 7 long years. 7 years since we've been at the top of the table. Jose Mourinho never had Manchester United top of the table. Louis van Gaal never had Man United top of the table. David Moyes never had Manchester United top of the table. I'm gassed. I'm actually gassed. I don't care. Charlie Taylor, Matthew Cole, thanks for joining, lads. Appreciate it. Matthew said it's on. If Matthew said it's on, then I have to agree with him because usually he's pretty pessimistic, to be fair, Matthew. I'm surprised you come out and said that, but you must be on it tonight. Charlie says, you beat a team who've got taken to pens by a non-league side who scored a keeper error. You're overrated. Won't finish in the top 3. I don't care. I do not care one bit. I really, really don't. I've had a Foster's. I don't care. I'm having a party right now. We're top of the league. We go to Anfield. We bury the cunts. And we finish it. 6 points clear. They could be in 4th place by the end of the weekend. That's what I'm saying. I'm enjoying it while it lasts. I really, really am. And you've got to enjoy it while it lasts. You've got to. We might get a humbling. And to be honest with you, I am expecting a little bit of a humbling at Liverpool. If I'm put my little serious cap on, I'm expecting a little bit of a humbling. But right now, you've got to be excited. You've got to be happy for where we are. First time in 7 years, we're top of the late table. Of course, I'm going to talk about it. Of course, I'm going to be happy about it. It's party time, lads. Honestly, it's party time. And this is the latest I've actually streamed. I don't usually stream this late. But, as I said, listen, if Matthew's saying it's on, it's probably on. Because he never says that. He always says we're going to lose every game. So the fact that he said it's on, to me, that's the green light for me. I'm happy with that. But Paul Pogba, let's talk about Paul Pogba for a second. He got the goal in the 70th minute, and I thought today he deserved his Man of the Match award that he received. I think from Sky Pundits he got the Man of the Match award, but he fully deserved that. Unreal performance tonight, and it had to be from Paul Pogba. He's had so many criticisms, so many people on his back saying he's not good enough, saying he needs to lead the club, saying he's a Judas. But he's produced a really good performance, and actually, if we go talk about Arsenal, I know people are going to be saying, that, we're top of the league, we're still talking about Arsenal. But I'm going to talk about Arsenal because the Pogba situation is almost similar to the Mesut Ozil situation. Here's a guy in Paul Pogba that realistically, most people wanted to get rid. Most said, wasn't a good asset for the club anymore. Was kind of bringing more bad than good. But is now turning out good performances because we know how good he can be. Ozil's sitting on the bench with 350k a week. That's all I'm saying. Kobe, thanks for joining. He says 21 incoming. I love it, Kobe. Keep it coming, mate. Keep it coming. Thanks for joining. Respect the optimism. Keep the drinks flowing. They will be flowing, mate. I'm on the Carlin now, mate. Have to be. I mean, when you're in lockdown, you have to get by somehow, and that's how I'm doing it. G, thanks for joining. GGMU, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Make sure to check out Red Devil Studio as well if you haven't already. Great content over there and a really good guy, G. So thank you very much for tuning in. And thanks for joining United Social Television as well. Great win for Manchester United. I couldn't have said it better myself, mate. Could not have said it better myself. It was a fantastic win for Manchester United. Top of the league after, 17 league games? Nearly halfway through the season. This is not Man United top of the league after 5 games, not after 10 games. We are halfway through the season and Manchester United are at the Premier League summit. And if that's not something to drink to, then I don't know what is. Cheers. I said I was on the Carling, so that's not going to make sense, actually. There was a little bit left in this one, so I thought I'd drink it. But yeah, Rakani, great win for Manchester United, you said. But yeah, Paul Pogba for me was my man of the match. I think defensively as well, you've got to hand it to Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly. Defensively, they were solid, and we knew they were going to be solid. In the preview, we talked about those guys needing to be the partnership for this game, and after he rested Victor Lindelof against Watford, I was worried that Lindelof was going to get the nod ahead of Bailly, but he didn't, and he put the right partnership together. We kept the clean sheet. And listen, I don't think anyone's surprised by that. I don't think anyone is surprised that Eric Bailly had a good game today. I don't think anyone's surprised that Harry Maguire had a good game next to Eric Bailly. No one's surprised by that, because we've seen the performances that those guys have put in. So we were hoping that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going to see the light like we had, and boy, did he do that. He picked the perfect team. He picked the absolute perfect team. We could have won that by 2 or 3, I think, towards the end, especially if Cavani and Martial took their chances. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And one thing I'm loving about this win is the fact that in previous seasons, there's no way we would have got over the line in that game. A, I don't think we would have taken the chance that we did. B, I feel like we would have conceded from set pieces. And the fact that we didn't concede from any set pieces, the fact we stayed strong, they tried everything. The referee was on their side. They had 12 men on the pitch. They tried absolutely everything, bless them, Burnley. But they couldn't beat us. They couldn't beat us because we're too good right now. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think it's 14 wins on the spin away from home. That's completely wrong because we lost to Leicester. But a very good record away from home. I think it's 14 consecutive away Premier League games without a defeat. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is bringing this team in the right direction. I don't care if you're Ole in or Ole out. You have to credit Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for the team selection and just the way the team went about it today. You have to. Rakani says Eric Bailly is his man of the match because he kept us in the game. He's definitely a shout. Definitely a shout. I think, obviously I talked about how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got it right selecting Eric Bailly next to Harry Maguire. And I think he played well again today. He did play well. There's no doubt about it. But again, it's nothing new. We know Eric Bailly can play like that. We know how good Eric Bailly is. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he played that well. I'm a bit like a radio DJ now. Kobe says they should have had a red. Harry Maguire should have counted. Exactly. Harry Maguire's goal should have counted. Listen, I'm going to speak about this because Burnley are built up as this kind of rough and tumble, hard as nails team. They're soft as shit. Their defenders are soft as shit, I'm telling you. There is no way that is a foul. Eric Peters has gone down in installments trying to buy a free kick, and Kevin Friend, Specsavers friend, as I like to call him, has bottled it completely and not given that goal. I'm sorry. It would have been so nice to see Harry Maguire get on the score sheet. I think I predicted a Harry Maguire header. So my prediction would have been right. That's another thing I've got wrong. But never mind. But Kevin Friend, yeah, absolute bottle of Kevin Friend. I'm sorry. Burnley, they've got no complaints about losing that game. They couldn't even beat us with 12 men. I'm telling you. They couldn't beat us with 12 men. So Television says it's nice to see that we have kept a clean sheet. Exactly. It's always nice to see that we've kept a clean sheet away from home. We didn't have to go behind for once. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's a great feeling to be winning the game and finish the game off as well. Rakani says, and 0 shots on target from the 12 that we directed into United goal. Exactly. Burnley offer nothing apart from when they're attacking set pieces. They have no quality up front, really. They have no quality. Ashley Barnes, Chris Wood, absolutely no quality. They can head the ball, that's about it. When it comes to actually putting the ball in the back of the net from, kind of playing good football across the ground, the only time they did that was when Dwight McNeil came on. Once McNeil came on, he started adding a bit of attacking impetus. He started, linking the play well. And all of a sudden, Burnley started trying. But if I was a Burnley fan, I'd be absolutely pissed at that. I'd be so pissed at that performance because they only actually started trying after we scored. All the other attempts were lobs from their own box, trying to play box to box, but not even, carrying the ball themselves. It's classic Burnley, and I would be so frustrated if I was Burnley. The fact they only started playing after we scored. Realistically, let's get it right. Let's get it right. They only started playing once we scored. Owen's joined us. Thanks for joining us. There's champagne on ice as we speak. He says, "Friend is a charlatan." Yeah, exactly, mate. I couldn't put it better myself, mate. Aren't you a bit young to be drinking champagne? TTX says, "Come on, United. Though the game tonight, Mamba mentality, Zam came through today, sorry. Let's go. We're coming, you Scousers. Mate, I couldn't have put it better myself. The comments are flying in tonight. Thank you so much for support. Appreciate it. Matthew's having to issue a grovelling apology to Paul Pogba, saying he was man of the match today. He was very good today, Matthew, wasn't he? But hey, we should have let go of him in January. We've still got time, Matthew. We've still got time. If you want to change your decision and offer an apology to Paul Pogba, you can. So I'm just going to leave that there. Red Manx TV, thanks for joining another quality Manchester United channel. If I haven't seen one, make sure you check out Red Manx TV. Brilliant stuff over there. Ollie is at the wheel, my friend. Ollie's at the wheel. And it feels very good, mate. It feels very good. He says, made a promise that if we beat Liverpool, I'll sing Ollie at the wheel on video. Mate, that would be a fantastic video to watch, I'm sure. But as I said, if you love Man United content, Red Manx TV is the guy. What a legend he is. Max Payne, hey, Max Payne, I haven't seen you in ages, mate. Thanks for watching. He puts 3 blue stickers. I don't know where Chelsea are in the table. I can't see them. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm just going to leave that there, mate. But, I'm glad you've joined the stream. Thanks for coming, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Matthew says, well, steady on, mate. No grovelling apology. Listen, you just said that that Paul Pogba was man of the match. And you were the one wanting to get rid of him, Matthew. I'm sorry. You've got to offer a grovelling apology at the door of Paul Pogba. I'll give him your address. Paul can come round. Actually, not in COVID times, but he probably can't come round now. But in the future, we'll set it up. We'll have a bit of a tea party, have Paul Pogba around, and you can write him a letter of apology. Ricky, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Says first place in January after losing 6-1 to Spurs. I love it, Ricky. I love it, mate. Everyone thought we were finished, Ricky. Everyone thought we were finished. I'm telling you, we're back. We're back. I'm not going to be that Rio Ferdinand. I'm not saying put a contract on the table because we plummeted after that comment, I can tell you. But you got to get excited. You got to get excited. The first time we're top of the league in 7 years. Hey, if that's not something to drink to, I don't know what is. Hallelujah. Kobe says, is Martial injured? I don't know. He did seem to hold his hamstring a little bit, so he might be injured, to be fair. If he is injured, that will be a little bit of a blow. But when you've got Greenwood on the bench, it's not as much of a blow as it would have been potentially last season. But, Martial actually played alright in this game. He did look, he looked lively. That's what I'd say about Martial. He looked lively today. He didn't have that same clinical edge that we've seen Martial in the past. Ice in the veins, all that shit. But in the end of the day, Martial, he did well. He did well today, but he did get injured, and that is something I'm a little bit worried about, not going to lie. Yeah, no worries, mate. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, make sure to check out Red Manx TV. Great stuff over there. And also all the other Man United channels that I've mentioned. Brilliant stuff over there. Always like to support the fellow Man United community. We're a small community on here. Obviously, there's a lot bigger channels, so it's great to shout people out. I'm always happy to, shout your channels out, and always happy to support whatever you guys are doing. Kobe says, it's always Kevin Friend. If you know. Kevin Friend's a bottler, my friend. I'm telling you, he is a fucking bottler. How on earth that is a foul? I mean, that is like... as I said at the start, Burnley's defenders are soft as shit. They're built up as this rough and tumble, we're hard as nails, we're Burnley, we're a team that's always honest, and we play football the right way, and we get stuck into people with proper Brexit football. I'm sorry, Eric Peters, soft as shit. Soft as bloody shit, mate. I'm telling you. It was so poor from Kevin Friend to give that. I mean, to be fair, Luke Shaw probably deserved a red card for his challenge, but I'm going to let that one go. But ultimately, Kevin Friend, I'm sorry, mate. You tried to screw us over in that game. They had 12 men in that game, and Burnley still couldn't beat us. 0 shots on target. I'm going to leave that stat in the air, just to linger for you. 0 shots on target for Burnley. Max says collaboration with Goldbridge on the cards. Mate, I've tried, but you got to keep plugging away. I've been on his channel a few times, back in the day when he used to do the Skype calls. I sometimes would Skype into the show, but he doesn't do that anymore. So maybe in the future, it's on the cards. If Goldbridge is watching, hello, mate. Yeah, fancy a collab. That's all I'm going to say. The fans want it. They're baying for this collab. Make it happen, Goldbridge. Make it happen. Football Crew Show, thanks for joining us. Top of the league for 5 minutes, but if we win on Sunday, then I can start believing. Start believing now, mate. It's happening. If you didn't think we're in a title race now, believe you me, we're in a title race right now. I'm telling you, get excited because it's happening. It's happening today. We're in it. And as I said, we were just on the edge of the cliff. We were gliding towards that cliff. We're now over the cliff and there's no looking back. There's no looking back. Let's do this, guys. But thanks for joining Football Crew Show. Kobe says Greenwood was a bit invisible when he came on, not going to lie. Yeah, he was a little bit invisible, to be fair. He didn't get as much time as the other players. I think he came on in about the 80th minute, so he only got 10 minutes on the park. And he came off for Rashford, so he was playing on the wing. I think he would have been a lot more of a threat going down the middle, because we know how clinical Mason Greenwood can be. But he did his job. He did his job. It's all about defending in that last few minutes. So I'm not going to begrudge Greenwood's performance, to be honest with you. TTX says, where's that negative guy that comes on? Can't see him today. Must be hiding. I don't know, mate. Honestly, the negativity has seemed to disperse. I can't see any negativity right here, mate. This is a non-negative channel right now. Good vibes are rolling. Good vibes are rolling. We're drinking a few pints, having a few tinnies, and just enjoying it. Because you have to revel in it. Jamie, thanks for joining, Jamie. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining. Yes, get in there, says Jamie. Thanks for watching, mate. Appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, as I said, I can't express it better than that, really. That's the feeling of all United fans right now. And you could have I'm going to sleep so well. I've got no lectures tomorrow, no online lectures. I'm going to have the kip of my life. I'm telling you right now. Ricky says, City win their games in hand. They're a point behind us, but still looks good. Look, there's a long way to go, but I don't care. We're in a title race. That's it. I'll have nothing else said about it. We're in a title race. We're done. It's over. It's in. It's in. Matthew says, Luke Shaw was never a red. How many of those beers have you had? Well, no, to be fair, I can't get a picture up for you on the screen, but the follow-through did catch him pretty high. I'm a bit giddy right now, but even I, after having a few tins, can see that his leg was halfway up. I don't know who the guy he tackled was, but he got the ball initially, but the follow-through, that's not on, really. I meant Red Devil Weekly guy. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Oh, well, there you go. To be fair, you know what? I'll hold my hands up and say that I was sceptical about Paul Pogba. I was sceptical about Pogba. I was sceptical about whether he was consistent enough. But right now, there is absolutely no complaints. Absolutely none. So, yeah. That's all I can say. I'm buzzing. And hopefully you guys are buzzing as well, because it's just a great time to be a United fan. I can't think of any better time, so I really, really can't. Matthew says, always looks worse in slow motion, mate. Wasn't even a foul. Well, he probably got the ball, but, realistically, I don't know, mate. I think probably... Well, it's one of those ones where you have to think, if that was against us, would you have been annoyed? I would have been annoyed. If we hadn't got that foul, I would have been annoyed, to be honest with you. But, the one at the other end... he would have been off. Brady would have been off for that. It was last man, but no, Luke Shaw had to miss time his challenge. But listen, I'm saying that in jest because I'm smiling all the way to the bank. United are top of the league. I can't really complain. You can't really complain about that. Yours says game is gone. Well, come on, Matthew. Come on, Matthew. I know it's late, but we're top of the league. The game has just begun. The game's not gone. It's just begun, mate. Ricky says, PE teaching guide to a Premier League club to the summit. Well, yeah, Ricky. Ollie is a PE. He picks up the phones, mate. Ollie's a PE teacher. If Ollie's a PE teacher, what does that make Pep Guardiola? What does that make Jurgen Klopp? What does that make Mourinho? What does that make Lampard? What does that make these guys? They're currently looking up. These guys are looking up at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They're looking up at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, mate. Max says, early days, Ricky. Don't get yourself. To be fair, listen, I'm buzzing right now. We could get a humbling against Liverpool. We could get absolutely humbled. It could be a massacre against Liverpool, because they're not in good form right now, but they're the sort of side that will turn up at the big occasion. They've got quality going forward. But if we defend as we can, defend as a unit, I can see us keeping a clean sheet at Anfield. These words could come back to bite me. They could. But right now, I'm not asked. I'm not asked about that. We're top of the league. We are top of the league, Owen. We're top of the league, mate.
Yay!
Rich, thanks for joining. Make sure to check out Rich Sports here on already. Great stuff over there as well. He says, bring on the Scousers, mate. Bring on the Scousers. I'm loving that. I'm absolutely loving that. I'm all over it. Because they'll be shaking in their boots, mate. They will be shaking in their boots. We've just gained a 3-point lead. They've got to come and beat us. We go there knowing that a point will keep us 3 points ahead of Liverpool. They've got to come at us now. And we love that. We are the counter-attack specialists. One of the best counter-attacking teams in world football. And that's not an overstatement. I know I've been saying a lot of overstatements recently, but that is not an overstatement. I think we are one of the best counter-attacking sides in world football. So for me, if they come at us, they leave the spacing behind, no Van Dijk, it's going to be a long day for them, boy. It's going to be a long day. Rich says, Lampard must be some sort of supply teacher that commands no respect from the pupils. Tell you what, Max won't like that. But yeah, listen, if as I said, if Ole's top of the league and Ole's a PE teacher, why does that make Lampard? But you won't hear about it in the press. You won't hear about it in the press because he's not English. You won't hear about it in the press. That's my rant over for that. Ricky says, 9-day break for Liverpool. I can see them winning comfortably, to be fair. God, come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. We're the top of the league. Statistically, we are the best in the country. And that's a fact, statistically. But, I mean, I admire the fact you can think with such a level head after that win, to be honest with you. We're top of the league, Ricky, but I can respect what you're saying. Max says, should United focus on the league or FA Cup glory? Well, I'd love to see Ole win a trophy. It'd be amazing if it was the Premier League. And to be honest with you, the further we go into this title race, I think we should sack off cup competitions. I think the one thing that's going to mess us up is the Europa League, because we haven't started playing in the Europa League yet. But when we do, Thursday, Sunday, I don't think anyone has won the league playing in the Europa League. So right now we're doing really well, but we are starting to pick up a few injuries, and that Europa League campaign is what worries me, to be honest. It fully worries me, that Europa League campaign. So that is something that we're going to have to look at. I think the best thing will be to play the kids in the cup competitions. But we've got Liverpool next Sunday as well, after this Sunday coming. So it's going to be a chance to win 2 games out of 2. But I think I wouldn't mind if we went out of the FA Cup. I wouldn't mind. But right now, even though we're top of the league, there is no doubt that we've got City coming, Liverpool coming, Spurs potentially coming back into it. So we've still got... I don't think we're the favourites yet to win the title. We're no way are we the favourites. But I think it all depends on that Liverpool game coming up. If we win that game, that'll give me confidence. That'll give me extreme confidence that we can overcome these hurdles and potentially be top of the tree. But as of right now, I'm obviously getting overexcited and being happy for the stream. You have to be buzzing after that. But with my level head on, with my thinking cap on, it's one of those ones where sorry, I've just seen a comment from Kimberly. Kimberly, how you doing, mate? How you doing, my lady? I'm assuming it's a lady. I don't know. She says, "Good luck for Sunday. You'll need it. Play like that, and we'll put 5 or 6 past you." Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly, look at the table, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly, my darling, we United are top of the league. We don't care, mate. We don't care. Mate, you've got to beat us now, Kimberly. I'm assuming you're a Liverpool fan. You've got to come beat us now. You've got to come beat us. Appreciate it, Max. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing good. And cheers for chopping in, mate. Appreciate it. Always good to see you, mate. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. But yeah, Kimberly, I assume you're a Liverpool fan. If you are, I'm so glad you've joined the United stream to bask in the glory of that. Bask in the glory of being top of the league. I'm so glad that you've come to United stream to say that. But anyway, all banter aside, hope you're doing well, and thanks for joining anyway. If you can leave a like if you are on your way out, then please do. It always helps us out. Rich says, do what Villa did in Europa, play the reserves. Yeah, I think that's probably the way we've got to go at it. Ricky says, part of the bus with McFred. Yeah. Enjoy the table, hun. Second place beckons on Sunday. Listen, Kimberly. This is the last thing I'm going to say on it. Manchester United are top of the league. That is a statistical fact. Manchester United are top of the Premier League. And until you catch us, oh baby, until you catch us, we ain't going nowhere. So that's all I'm going to say. You've got to come beat us, Kimberly. You've got to come beat us. But thanks for joining anyway, Kimberly. And thanks for joining anyway. I appreciate it. It's always good to get the female demographic. I think I looked at my stats and it's about 99% male. So it's great to have a female on the show. Even if you are a Liverpool fan. LBW, thanks for joining, mate. That's a cricket reference. LB, thanks for joining. Glory, glory, Manchester United, he says. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Thanks for joining, LB. Appreciate it. If you guys are new around here as well, a subscription would go a long way. Really do appreciate it. If you are enjoying the content, enjoying the banter. And as I said, I see obviously Rich is in the stream. I'm looking forward to being on Rich's channel to preview that Liverpool game. That is going to be such a fun preview. It really is. But LB, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Always great to see you, my friend. Always great to see you. Let's see. Yeah, Rich, the banter begins. The banter begins. It's going to be a fantastic run-in. And the great thing about this win, we have no pressure on us right now. We've got no pressure on us right now. If we go to Liverpool and get beat, they can't get away from us. That's the best thing about this. I'm telling you. That's the best thing about this win. It's not even the fact we're top of the league. It's the fact that Liverpool, even if they hammer us 5-0, we're still right there. Like a limpet up a whale's arse. We're right there. Right there. But anyway, as I said, Paul Pogba man of the match for me. We go into that Liverpool game full of confidence. And our away record is pretty more or less perfect this season. So there's no reason why we can't be confident going into that game. And the final nail in the coffin for this, the final candle on the birthday cake, will be to end Liverpool's 2-year running home streak. That is the target. If we do that, I'm gone. My head's gone. Honestly, if we do that, I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, I'm mate. Honestly, I'm gassed. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I want to read your comments. Ricky says Arsenal close to relegation than us. Rebuild project underway at the Emirates. Yeah, well, listen. I hope that rebuild project takes long. I hope that they're using the same builders that they used to build, motorways in this country. Because if they did, it'll be taking ages. It won't be rebuilding anytime soon. Kimberly said, I'd rather be in a title race with you lot than Man City. It feels like old times. So much better to take the title away from United than no history City. And to be honest with you, for a Man United fan, the feeling's mutual. I'd much rather be in a title race with Liverpool. It brings back the old memories. And we're the two biggest clubs in English football. Let's make no bones about it. We're the two biggest clubs in English football. So it's one of those ones where, yeah, I think in terms of a team to be battling out for the title with, it's always good to be battling out against you guys, especially because it means so much with the history, as you said. So happy that, well, I'm not, it's one of those things where I'm happy to be battling out with you, but at the same time, the prospect of Liverpool winning another trophy, fully knocking us off our perch, is a day I don't want to see in my lifetime. It probably will happen, but it's always good to get the old rivalries back, and that game on Sunday is going to be absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. Kobe says, we need a right back that can cross like Telles, since Aaron Wan-Bissaka crosses the ball like a balloon. Yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I've heard it quoted that he's like a fish riding a bike. And you can see that sometimes in games. But I think defensively, as a one-on-one defender, he's one of the best in the world. No doubting that. He's one of the best in the world at one-on-one situations. But going forward, he's pretty easy to defend against. The same sort of, the maneuver he's going to do where he kind of cuts inside, then goes back out again. It's the same sort of thing. It's very easy to defend against. But he has provided some decent crosses this season. So long may it continue. But if Wan-Bissaka could attack, he'd be the best fullback in this country. No doubt about it. No doubt in my mind. Rich says, when was the last time Man United and Liverpool finished first and second? 2008, 2009, I believe. Kimberly, appreciate the sportsmanship. Fair play, may the best team win. I hope that's United. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Kimberly. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Rich says, two biggest by a mile. Couldn't agree, Rich. Couldn't agree more, Rich, sorry. Couldn't agree sounds like I disagree. And Ricky gets his spot on with the 2008-2009 season. But we move on to that game against Liverpool, grinning like Cheshire Cats. United at the top of the league. I'm just reveling it. That's all I'll say. Obviously people are going to say don't get carried away, but It's been 7 long years, ladies and gentlemen. 7 long years without being top of the table. Oh, you got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it. It's been a wild ride since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, but this is the first time we feel like there's a bit of a breakthrough. This is the first time I feel like we're starting to go over that hill and we're starting to climb to the top. And hopefully it's the start of a great run. Hopefully we can do something this season. I would not be surprised if we're talking about a top 4 race in the next few weeks, but you've got to enjoy it while it lasts. And that's precisely the reason, because this league is so close that we could drop off easily. We could drop off. So, you've got to love it. You've got to love it. And Sheffield United. Sheffield United, as well, as Kobe said, got their first win today. Fair play to Sheffield United. Brilliant stuff from them. And I'm glad they didn't get it against us, because they could have got their first draw of the season. We won that game 3-2. It could have been 3-3 easily. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for all the support tonight, guys. Really do appreciate it. If you are new as well and have subscribed, thank you so much to you. You're absolute legends. Really do appreciate all the support. Honestly, from a small creator like me, just doing this as a bit of a hobby. It's always great to see you guys interacting in the live chat. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure. And I hope you're all having a fantastic night, or whatever. Obviously, during this lockdown period, it's difficult, but hopefully you're doing alright, and hopefully you're staying healthy and happy, and that's all you can really ask for. But cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Read the last few comments, and then we will sign off. Rich says, we just need to enjoy it. Where were we this time last year? 24 points off. That's where we were. Sitting in 6th place, 24 points off. We'll end with my friend Max. He says, all United need is another typical Trent performance and they can win. Chances can be created easily due to the lack of defensive awareness. He was god-awful against Southampton. Too much hype for him. I mean, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts in a 10 out of 10, Roberto Carlos style performance. But yeah, I think defensively, Trent Alexander-Arnold can be got at. No bones about it. But yeah, let's bring that game on, mate. I want that game to happen tomorrow. Honestly, I'm so excited for that game. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. Please leave a like if you aren't already as well. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, hope to see you guys again in the Liverpool preview as well. But anyway, as I said, wherever you are watching, thank you so much for support. Really do appreciate it. And we're top of the league. And I've been waiting 7 years to say that. We're top of the league. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.